we are international students, but our cultures are still very much different. We have different experiences back in our home country. We had different expectations coming to the US, and we have different experiences here.
Always something new to think about. There is nothing you can't do. There's no dream that can't be spelt. Gonna push the envelope.
All fat, all blonde. Not very good stereotypes. But I realize it's the complete opposite. You know, it's completely different.
Some of them, I thought that some of them would be very pretentious. And they talk a lot. And yeah, they're very open, very liberal.
Like eating McDonald's and all the junk food all day.
McDonald's everywhere, even inside, like hospitals, everywhere, just like literally everywhere.
Hamburgers, milkshakes, fries, fat people, cheerleaders.
They're obsessed with celebrity.
Really intelligent people in everything, in school, whether they get into business, in everything.
People are very like stressed here. Well, that is true, but they also enjoy a lot of the parties. They also enjoy to hang out.
They would have fireworks every single day, or maybe even like every single time I see on TV, it's like they're having fun.
At first I thought Americans are gonna be kind of mean, based on the movie Mean Girls and probably Glee.
I thought that Americans were on the two extremes. Either I'd be walking into a Mean Girl movie where everybody is in their own cliques and having their own fun to themselves, and I'll be an outsider, or everybody would just get along with me and it would be really easy to make friends.
That a lot of Americans would be very ignorant, but after coming to K like as a first year and meeting other students, I met some people who actually knew more about my country than I did.
I expected, you know, majority of cities to be bigger than at least my hometown, and Kalamazoo was the complete opposite. It's not, it's small, it's very limiting. I mean, I like it, but, you know.
I thought there would be tall buildings everywhere.
That most Americans were quite racist, and they had this white superiority thing going on.
My main stereotype was actually about police officers, because back in Brazil, all the American police officers, they're in their car eating donuts, and that's what I thought I would see most of them, which ended up not being true.
I never thought that America would be like so diverse with like so many different ethnic groups. Yeah, that's my stereotype. It's like dominantly like white, yeah, or African American. I think those are like the two types of ethnicity.
The best part about being an international student so far is having this culture that is different from everyone else and having the opportunity to learn different cultures at the same time.
I've been exposed to a lot of different cultures, you know, meeting different people from different backgrounds, like from different countries. That's on its own, it's just like, it's an experience on its own. And also like, it has helped me to be open-minded.
Everybody keeps asking me about my accent, and then I get to tell them about Jamaica and how awesome it is, and then it always ends up saying they want to visit, and I'm like, sure, come on. So that part is fun, being asked about my culture.
Because Americans are also very interested in, you know, learning about your culture, so you get to know a lot of people just by having them asking you questions, and you end up making a lot of friends.
We had this great opportunity to teach, and that was a really great experience to like just to teach my own language and my culture, and to learn so much about the American culture. That was really awesome, and yeah, to share all these experiences with the other TAs was also really nice, and I just met amazing people here.
Sometimes you get an excuse for saying something wrong. Like, well, I mean, it's not like you intend to say those things, but you just say something wrong and people kind of just say, oh, it's all right. I mean, you didn't know that. So I guess that's one good thing.
Diverse experience that I've had opportunities to like take part in so many activities and in so many organizations, and that has like enabled me to like travel around, meet different people.
Being kind of exotic in a way. I like the fact that I have a different background from everyone else.
I love being an international student. I feel like, you know, it just automatically makes me more special. I like getting compliments about my accent, and especially on study abroad. I go, oh, I love your accent. I was like, thank you, you know.
Host families, because they kind of remind me my own family. So I have somebody, if I'm having a hard time, I could go to and talk to.
You'd expect everybody to treat you differently, but it's more of an acceptance than anything. In fact, I think people treat you a lot more favorably as an international student, because I think people are understanding that you're coming from so far and you have to be adapting to a whole new world, and people are just friendly.
Being here, I've had the opportunity to interact with like very different people, like who are very different from the person that I am, and that's one of the things I cherish the most. It's made me a better person.
Having Chinese food delivered to me at ungodly hours in the morning.
The dessert and variety of food.
I'm gonna miss snow. Like seriously, I'm going to miss snow. Because like in my country we don't have snow. So that's like the best thing that I'm going to miss about America.
I will definitely miss buying clothes cheaply or the minute delivery services, because that's not popular in my city in Jamaica. I cannot order pizza and have it delivered to me, or Chinese food, and I'll definitely miss that when I'm having my lazy moments.
The fact that here people are willing to like open up their minds to a lot of different ideas or like views that are opposing to the ones they hold. So that's the one thing that I would miss the most, the fact that people are more more open to new ideas and new beliefs and cultures.
The fact that people don't really judge you by what you wear or how you look. I feel like people here are very accepting and non-judgmental, like people back at my home, like in China or Korea. So I think I'll miss that the most.
Promptness. I guess one of those, I don't know if it's a third world thing, or I think it's probably like a developing country thing where we just run on time. That's kind of, you know, you just go with the flow. If it rains today, you probably just don't go to work, you don't go to school or anything. I guess that's how it's in Jamaica. If it rains, it's a rain day, you don't go to school. I'm late at times sometimes, but I feel like here I've gotten used to being on time, having things start and end when they say they're going to end. Back home, it's not like that. You have to start like a half an hour late and it's going to continue until you say so, you know, which can be very annoying. So I'm definitely going to miss that.
I'm gonna miss the smiles, because French are so complainers. And yes, they complain all the time, and even if here I know like people smile even if they don't know me or whatever, this really creates a nice atmosphere and I really enjoy it.
Well, there's no work in Jamaica, so I think I'll miss the opportunities here, like the internships, the networking.
The thing that I'll miss the most is how friendly the people is here, how when we walk past them they say hi to us, or you just strike a random conversations with strangers.
The diverse culture environment here that like I'll miss a lot when I go back to China.
Here you have opportunity to do pretty much anything that you want. Like if you're a science major, you can always like do internship, do research, work at a hospital, or do something related to your field.
Working with international students, especially during orientation when new people are coming, those have been like my highlights of my experience here. And then of course the weather. I love the changes, especially here in Michigan, from winter to spring, summer, fall. See the colors changing, and it's just amazing. I'll miss that.
I'm going to miss the resources that Kalamazoo offers to its students. I feel like my friends who are at university in Jamaica don't have half the amount of resources that we have, and they're going to much bigger schools. The internship, study abroad, all these things that I've been able to do here, I wouldn't have been able to do back home.
My friends, but I have to say, like, the whole memories that I live here, the whole experience, I will being with me, and I will come back with the whole things. That way, I don't think like I will miss that much, because they will keep with me.
What am I gonna miss the most about America when I leave? I think the answer is I'm gonna miss America the most. Everything here is great, and yeah, America is gonna be what I'm gonna miss.
If someone asks you back home, how are you? You say, Medea, which just means I'm here. It's kind of like, you're not good, you're not bad, but you're present. You're just in the situation. It's not, and I feel that way a lot of times. And people ask, oh, hey, how are you? And I don't really know what to say. I wish I could just say Medea, but they wouldn't understand it. But that's what it means. I am here. I'm just chilling.
There's this word in Korean, 살랑살랑, and it's really not translatable. Like, it's a word to describe how the wind moves.
Me and my friend, we got like this one word, we call it ung tung. It's like the term you use to like describe people with like, I don't know, it's just like a character, like when you saw them, it's like they're not weird, like they're a little bit geeky, but then it's a good, like a positive way, like funny way. But I can't explain it in English.
We have a word, like it's called hosiami. Like it can mean it's okay, it can mean bye. You know, it means so many different things that I can't just explain them. So it's pretty, there are different ways of using it.
This word called honor, respect, it's like honor and respect, but it's not really honor and respect. It's just like, it's like a way to say hi to somebody, but in a very respectful way, like give that person a lot of importance.
Which is like, it can be used in like very different contexts, and it changes according to the context, both negatively and positively. So for instance, for positive, like for like affirmations, so saying like, you did this right.
Yes, so nice. Translated, it means it's really nice here. And it was a phrase generated to talk about the whole island by a popular dancehall artist, but people use it to talk about different situations now, and I just use it randomly to say that I'm having a good time.
It can be of like different form. It just, sometimes it can be of respecting seniors, sometimes it's just, even if you see someone who's new and then you have to greet it, you have to say namaste, which doesn't have any English word.
Gwan tin. It is when someone is not annoying, but just say stuff that is kind of sassy or anything that is smart.
Juboa, it's more like an expression. And I use it when like someone asks, oh, how are you doing? And then you say Juboa, but in English, it'll be similar to saying, oh, I'm chill, I'm relaxing, I'm, just happy, but it's not quite there. So it's an expression that we use in Brazil that I can't really find a translation.
Deipi is the equivalent of hi, but it's not really hi. It's more of, when you translate literally, it doesn't really say hi. It's like, which one is it?
Babylon. Which is a Rasta word for the police and the corrupt system.
That shot, like that girl shot, yeah. That means like the girl looks really good, sexy, I suppose, yeah.